Welcome to this video called How to Make Great Poker Plays. I'm Nick Wealthall from Transform My Poker, and I'm going to give you a three-step process to making great plays at the poker table. The best poker play I ever made was the time I stacked the deck for a game of strip poker back when I was about 18 years old. True story, but not one for this video, unfortunately. PG certificate, YouTube rules. All right, we've got three steps we want to go through in order to make a great play possible. The first one is a mindset step. So when I say a great poker play, I'm talking about something that isn't standard. So I'm not talking about getting all your money in with the nut flush or the best possible hand. I'm talking about things like a big bluff or a big cool down or something like that. So step one is the mindset. And the mindset is your stack is a weapon. So stack equals weapon. Our job when we play poker is to find profitable investments for our chips, right? We're trying to accumulate chips by finding profitable investments. They won't always work out. If we make enough of them, we will be a winning player. So in order to do that, it's very important that you don't have a conservative mindset. You're never going to be able to make great plays at the poker table if you're scared of losing your chips. Now, if you do feel that way, it's a very natural reaction. It's not your fault. We're basically programmed to hold on to what we have. Studies have shown we value something we have more than twice what it's actually worth. So we have that scarcity mindset built into our DNA, presumably because we used to run around the wilderness with no food and stuff. But it doesn't help us at the poker table. It's better to have a mindset of how do I accumulate chips here at the poker tables. If you're going to make a great play, you've got to first conquer that scarcity mindset and be constantly asking yourself the question, how do I make chips from these players? How do I make chips in this hand? So that's number one. Your stack is a weapon. Your stack is not a scarce resource. All right, step number two to making great plays at the poker table is to think. Actively think. We're going for a couple of exclamation marks because thinking sounds so obvious, right? How could you not be thinking at the poker table? Well, it's very easy to slip into kind of an autopilot mode or get distracted while you're playing or just think too much about your own hand and not kind of see the game from your opponent's point of view or something like that. So it's very, very important that you're actively thinking at all times. You can't know that you're supposed to make a great play if you haven't worked through the hand in your head. So you need to be thinking about your opponent's possible hands all the way through the hand, thinking about what makes sense, what his actions mean, what the board means in relation to his hand, and also critically how he views your hand. You can't do any of that and you can't make any great plays unless you're actively thinking the whole time. Otherwise, you're just guessing. It sounds so obvious, but it's really easy to have the rhythm of the game and outside distractions take your focus away. It costs nothing, this one, but it's a critical step to making great plays. And then step number three is back your judgment. Back your judgment. Or if you prefer, back yourself. Poker's one of those games where we sort of half play it in private. What I mean by that is you see your whole cards, but no one else sees them until they're shown down, right? So you can make a lot of decisions without anyone knowing. What that means is it's very easy to just slide your cards into the muck or just check back and not make that bet you know you should. Kind of take the easy way out. That's actually quite a common fault with poker players, a very natural fault to have. But it's not going to help you get to the next level in poker. If you've done step number two and you've thought through the hand and you think, the best thing to do in this situation is to make a big bluff, well, you must follow through with it. Don't second guess yourself. It's one of the biggest differences between top players and recreational players. Top players always back their judgment. People that don't have the results they want quite so often second guess themselves and never really go through with it. They see making a big play as a big deal. It isn't. You've got to see making a big play as the most logical thing to do, right? So if your opponent makes a big bet on the river, but he checked the turn and, the flush hasn't got there or something like that, and you think, well, he can't have a big hand because he would have been scared of the draws, so he would have bet the turn. I'm definitely, I should definitely call here. But wait a minute, it's for my whole tournament. And then you kind of second guess it and think, well, that's a really big bet. Okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That kind of thinking is never going to get you to where you want to be with your poker. It's really important that if you've got logical, good reasons to make a play, whether it's a hero call or a big bluff or whatever it is, you go ahead and back your judgment. So for the next 5 or 6 times you play after watching this video, make a commitment to yourself that you're going to think through the steps of the hand logically, and then whatever your best decision is at the time, you're going to back it. I think you'll see a big improvement in your game if you do. All right, lots of luck making great poker plays. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, there's lots more coming on this YouTube channel, so do hit subscribe either on screen or under the video in YouTube, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll get you some more great content over the weeks to come. If you're ready to take your game to the next level, you want to come over to transformmypoker.com, just click the link on screen. I've got a free advanced series of training videos that will really help elevate your game and make you fulfill your poker potential. Help you fulfill your poker potential. They're waiting for you. Just click this link, head on over, sign up with your email, and I will get them to you as quickly as I can. All right, good luck at the tables. I'll talk to you in another one of these very soon.